Good afternoon, all. I hope my screen is visible to you and are you guys able to hear me? Can someone please confirm, one of you?
Yes, so
Yes. Okay, I still see people are joining. There are only 9 of you have joined, but still will not wait and let's proceed because we have waited already for 3 to 4 minutes, right? Before I go ahead and ask your doubts and new topics, to two or three few topics were or few options in storage, backup, those were pending. So I'll quickly show that. And then while others are joining, you guys can share your questions, your doubt based on previous class prior to that or whatever sessions we had. Then we'll come to your task which I assigned to you. Did not get many of the messages stating you guys have completed. Few of them I got it, I checked, it was done correctly, but majority of you have not done that, guys. So I have been telling you, I've been requesting you, please make sure to complete your task and complete those questions. These are the only things which are going to help you in your interview. Today we are starting the class 30 minutes late uh, compared to our regular time because one of us had an interview here, right? And that person, he or she, that person was here for the interview in my class offline, right? And the questions which were asked in that interview, not a single question was out of the syllabus or which I have not discussed with you guys or which is not there in OneNote. So with confidence and with responsibility, I'm telling you guys, if you are ready with these questions, your interview will be cleared for sure. Okay, though we do not know the result of this interview yet, but the interview went well and hopefully it will be a positive result. Okay, so let's quickly proceed. uh, we were discussing a backup. Under backup we were discussing recovery service vault, right? To take a backup we had to create a recovery service vault. This is how it looks. Under recovery service vault we have site recovery and backup. As of now we were just discussing backup. Under backup we checked backup policy. I sent one screenshot also to you guys and we'll be having some questions on that. I'll do that right away, but just needed to uh, teach you 2 or 3 more points, that's all. And then we'll start with one of the task and questions there. Okay, so we saw how to take a backup of virtual machine. We saw how to take a backup of Azure file share. We didn't do it practical. I asked you guys to do it, right? But it's almost similar. I have shown you this one, how to take backup of Azure virtual machine. You guys had to do file share. Sorry. Okay, then site recovery, it's yet to be done. Backup item, we saw what do we see here, what all options are available, anything which is in progress we can see here, right? And then the recovery options, major things we discussed and we practical is recovery options, that how can you replace the existing virtual machine which has been crashed or it is not working for some reason. So you can replace that from the backup and you will have up and running a new machine with your old data. New as in just the machine would be new, your data will be intact. Intact till what point? Till the last backup point, right? So that was new. And then replacing the disk, where you can just restore the disk, attach those disks to some other machine as a data disk and recover your file. Restoring the disk doesn't have any time limit. Okay, I'm talking about restoring the disk. The other option we had, we are not restoring anything, we are just getting a mount point. That practical we saw. That mount point has limitation. Using a PowerShell script, you can mount that drive on any of the Windows machine and you will be able to uh, recover your data, but it will be unmounted after 12 hours. And what is the data limit? What is the recommended data limit? That if data is larger than this size, then we should not go for
10 GB.
10 GB, right? Okay, so we saw all that. So restore and everything has been done. Okay, last time we were discussing one thing, that is where I'm coming now. Last time we were discussing that can I do the cross region backup, by the way, guys? If my virtual machine is in East US, okay, my virtual machine is East US, and if I create a recovery service vault in West US, will I be able to back up this data here?
No, you won't be able.
You won't, right? So what I will require that my machine, if it is in East US, this has to be in ECUS2, which is my service recovery vault. Both of them has to be in the same region. Is it clear till now? But then later on, I raised a question, what if my region is down? My complete region is down. What's the use of this feature then? If my region is down completely, East US is down, will I be able to restore something from this one, from backed up data? My machine is down, I can understand. Fine. My machine went down. I get it. I will pick up the backup, restore the machine, maybe as a new machine, replace the machine, do whatever I want, or just take the file and that's it. But what if my region is down? Do I have any option here to recover the data once the region is down? Yes, no, maybe. What do you think? If the region is down, will I be able to restore my data? No, you will not be, because your complete region is down, right? So to tackle that, what did I tell you? That we have feature here which replicates the data simply like storage account. I hope you guys remember the replication in storage. By the way, this vault, it is nothing but a storage account. We are calling it a vault or something. Ultimately, your backup goes to one storage account. So now, coming back to my question, do you guys remember the replication in storage account? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe. Okay. What type of replications do we have?
We have the LRS, ZRS, GRS,
What are the
and
differences other than
GDS.
Hussein? Yeah, got it, Hussein. What are the differences between this? Yes, guys, anyone? What are the differences between GRS, LRS, ZRS? These are the common questions and you will be asked in your interview. Very basic. I mean, even someone who has done this AZ 900, it is expected from that person to know the definitions for this. People who are looking for a job on service desk level, maybe 7 or 8, 8 LPA, this is expected from those. When you are targeting 14, 15 LPA, something else will be expected from you. More than this, obviously. So anyone who can explain what is LRS, ZRS, GRS? Okay, let's go ahead. Yes, guys, this clearly shows you guys are not reading. Please make sure you guys read, you guys practice. Okay, so look at this. I hope now you remember what is LRS, ZRS, and GRS. This is the storage concept. LRS will keep the 3 replicas of your storage in the same zone, right? ZRS will keep 3 replicas in different zones. GRS will keep a copy of that replica. So in total 6 copies, but where will it keep it? In a different region. And I hope all of you know what is RA, GRS, and whenever we put RA in front of any redundancy, what it means, you guys know it. Yes, guys, clear till here? LRS, ZRS, GRS. Okay. So now what did I tell you? That your storage, your backup is also one storage. यहाँ से backup ले लिया, ठीक है? ये आपका सर्विस रिकवरी वॉल्ट में पड़ा रहेगा कुछ दिन के लिए. It is, let's say, the instant day जितना भी हमने select किया है. I hope you remember in the backup policy we selected one option, instant snapshot. So let's say that is 2 days. So for 2 days this backup will be here, but after 2 days it will be moved here to one of the storage accounts. This is your storage account. And the moment it is on storage account, आपको बनाना नहीं पड़ता अलग से, वो सब आपका backup ही कर लेता है. Same redundancy will get applied here. LRS, let's say now my backup is in LRS and my region is down. Will I be able to restore the backup? Will I be able to restore the data from my backup? Scenario is region is down in LRS. Yes, Salman, correct answer. Yes, guys, what about you? Murtaza, Neha, Nelson, Salman bhai,
Yeah.
Sonam. Are you guys getting it? Are you forgetting it? What is the case? In LRS, if there's something goes wrong to my region, will I be able to restore the data from the backup or no?
No.
No, right? And if my virtual machine is crashed, will I be able to restore the data from LRS backup or not?
Yes.
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 Only when the region is case, you won't be able to do it because whole region is down. Okay, so what to do if the region is down? So here you have similar to storage, because this is a storage account again. Why did I remind you all the storage things? Because ultimately this is going to a storage account. Your backup, it is being saved in a storage account. So I could have ZRS, and by ZRS, what does it mean? I'm sure you all of you know it because we discussed this in detail. And we also have one GRS. So ZRS, will ZRS work if my region is down?
No,
No.
it won't.
Okay, good. Right, zone is a different thing. If my data center is down, then the zone will work, right? But if the region is down, even zones are not going to work. So the next option which we have is GRS. And the moment you select GRS, you get an option there that do you want to enable this virtual machine to restore in a different region. For example, it was backed up in East US, and on your backup, if your cross region, or if your redundancy is on to GRS, and then you will have an option uh, to restore the machine to cross region. I mean, no matter where was it from the backup, I can restore it to any of the regions where I want. In normal cases, it is not possible. In LRS, if it is in LRS, you try to restore it, you can do it only in that particular region, East US. But when you have GRS on your backup and that feature is enabled, then you will be able to restore it anywhere. Is it clear, guys, the concept? How to do it on portal? It is pending. I remember last time also someone, I think Hussein, asked the question and I said I'll cover that later, but we didn't have enough time. So I'm gonna cover that. How to do it on portal? That is not something I'm asking. Is the concept clear to you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now earlier when you create one backup recovery vault, that time it used to give you an option whether you want to do it, keep it in GRS, you want to keep it in LRS, or you want to keep it in ZRS. Okay, and by default was LRS, but this is an old news, forget it, just for the information. The latest thing is whenever you create a recovery service vault, by default it goes to your GRS. Where can you check? You come to properties. Okay, after creating, you have to come here, and before you set up any backup, once you set up the backup, it will be difficult to change, and some settings are irreversible. So you have to do this before you set up the backup. You just create the recovery service vault, and then you come here. I'm not sure if it is in backup configuration. This is the one, I guess. Here it is. So if you want your backup to be locally redundant, you select it here, only one copy. and look at this. What does it say? This option cannot be changed after protecting items, which clearly means that after doing this saving, if I take a backup, then you cannot change it. So this setting has to be done. I mean, workarounds are there, and ऐसा नहीं होता कि हमेशा सही करोगे आप. I have seen cases where this was done and we were not happy with that. Client wasn't happy with that. They had the same question. What if the region is down? You are giving me backup. I'm paying for the backup, but what if my region goes down? This backup is of no use for me. Why don't you give me something which has geo redundancy? And we tried doing it. Our implementation team tried doing this, but it wasn't possible. So we had to, it's a long story. Then maybe I'll share it with when we do the interview section, that when you guys have to tell one story, maybe we will use this scenario that time. But the point here is it is not possible to change it once you start backing up the items. So you have to do this before that. So locally redundant, I hope all of you know, it's exactly the same LRS which we discussed in storage. Okay, one region, one only in that region you will have a copy. Zone redundant, all of you know, same region, 3 copies, exactly same as LRS, But the difference here in LRS, all the 3 copies will be in same data center, same zone. Here it's in different zones. Is it clear? By the way, can I
Yes,
do
sir.
the zone redundant in any region? What do you think? Or do you think there's any limitation? Backup?
Only the regions which have multiple
Yes,
data
yes,
centers, only there you can do the zone
Yes.
redundancy.
Yeah, to make that answer is correct, just to make
yes.
that technical, you can say the only the regions which are capable of availability zone. Don't forget the jargon. Your answer was perfectly correct, but don't forget the jargons. Regions which are with availability zone feature, only those regions can be used zone redundant. Why? Because ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता मेरी machine East US में है, let's say मेरी machine Sweden में है, where we do not have availability zone. I'm not sure if it is there or not. Just giving an example. Let's say Sweden में availability zone नहीं है, right? And East US में availability zone है. So I create my recovery service vault in East US और वहां पर backup करो. Is it possible to do the backup cross region? Yes, guys. Is cross region backup possible?
No, it is not possible.
Right. So if my machine is in Sweden, I will have to make sure that I create my recovery service vault in Sweden, and Sweden doesn't support zone redundant, so I will not be able to use it. And the third option is geo redundant. We all know what does it mean, and this is the cross region restore. Under geo redundant, if you don't enable this, it's not very useful for you. Okay, though it is still useful, what can happen once you disable it? Okay, under geo redundant, your data will be saved. Okay, maybe you can access that, you can do something with that, but you will not be able to restore it as a machine in some different region. So it's always recommended whenever you do the geo redundant, you enable the cross region restore. So what will happen using that backup? Now my backup was taken in East US. I had geo redundant and cross region enabled. Even if East US is down, I will be able to go ahead, access this backup and restore it to West US or any other region. Is it clear, guys? Yes, no, maybe, any doubt? Yes, guys, anyone who has any doubt, did not understand, any questions? Asif bhai, Hussein, Faisal, are you guys getting it?
Yeah,
Any
clear,
doubt?
clear for me.
All of you, is it clear? Guys, I'm
Yes,
giving
sir.
you some time just because these are very important topics. That is the reason I'm giving you some time. Do not hesitate, do not shy. If you do not want to ask a question here, though it is recommended, I always recommend you to speak instead of messages. But if you're not comfortable, message me. That is also fine. Okay, so I'll consider this as a clear understanding for all of you. Okay, so now let's go ahead. So this is how you can change the replication, the durability, whether you want LRS, ZRS, or GRS. I'm just gonna keep LRS, and by default it is GRS. Okay. Now the image which I have shared, I have some questions related to that, because this is how you may get some questions. So let's do a quick practice and then we will move to ASR. Hopefully if we are able to finish ASR today, we are going to start migration theory. Theory itself a big task. Okay, look at this one, and then I have a few questions for you. I have not already created the question. Looking at this diagram, I'm just going to create some questions to you. First, guys, did you get time to go ahead and read this? I sent it 2 days ago, and it's just a small policy, very small. Can you guys see it properly? Yes, guys. Is it
Yeah.
visible, or do you want me to increase the font? Even if you didn't read it that time, maybe you can read it now. Okay. Now let's consider everything is as it is. Okay, and we are discussing UTC, or consider that this is IST. So no confusion. I mean, whatever my questions are, consider those are in the same timeline. Okay, same timeline, same time zone. Either consider that this is IST or consider that I am questioning in UTC time zone. Okay, and this is the policy in front of you. Is it clear to everyone? Consider today's date, 3rd of Jan. And this policy is there since ages. Let's say 2, 3 months, or maybe from 1 week or 1 year. This policy is there. From last 1 year, policy is there. This is the policy in front of you. We are in same time zone. Whatever the you want, you consider this as IST, or my questions are in UTC. Is it clear to every one of you? Scenario, guys? Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now the question is that I had a file here on 26th of May. Okay, 26th of May, I had a file which was very useful for me, and it was deleted on 26th of May. Okay, is there any possibilities you guys can restore it for me? Yes, guys, I'm waiting for an answer.
No.
Okay, someone says yes, someone says no. If no, why? If yes, why? How?
You can able to do a data. You can able to restore your data from the yesterday. You
From
get only
yesterday,
the.
but I deleted my file on 26th, I'm saying. Will my yesterday's backup data will have a file which I deleted on 26th? Yes, guys, try. Because you just can't remember it or mug it up, right? You have to understand the policy, then only it will be easier for you to explain it. It will be easier for you to answer it in your interview questions. Yes, anyone?
Can I try?
Yeah, please.
Solving? Yeah, because we have a retention range for 10 days.
Hmm.
So considering that, we must have a backup for the 26th May
Yes,
so that we can
perfect.
recover it.
You can do it, but not from yesterday's date backup, because yesterday's backup will not have that file that was deleted on 26. But what are we doing here? We are retaining that for 10 days, right? So 10 days, अगर आज से भी आप पीछे गिनते हो, 3 तारीख से 10 दिन भी आप पीछे जाते हो, so 26 will be there. 26 may be approximately 7th or 8th day, right? So 26 ka data you will be able to find. You just have to make sure you have to ask some cross question on 26th. Which what time did you delete it? What time did you see it last time? So you may have to go ahead and check one or two of them. Backup maybe was it before 5:30, then you will get it on 25th wale is pe. If it is after 5:30, you will get it on in this one जो 5:30 पे हुआ था 26th पे, उस वाले में मिल जाएगा आपको. Are you guys getting it? Let's say that I am saying that I deleted this file on 26th of May morning 9 o'clock. कौन से दिन के बैकअप में मुझको ये डेटा मिलेगा? और what cross question will you ask? Yes, guys, anyone? Are you not getting it? Is it difficult? Not able to understand the concept? Yes, Amit, what do you think? Where will you find this backup? I'm saying that 26th, I deleted a file at 9 a.m. Can you guys restore it for me? This is the policy which you have. If yes, which date's backup are you going to use?
27th May.
27th May. Okay. Anyone else thinks differently? Or same, that 27th May will have the data? Yes, Amit, can you hear me? Neha, would you like to try?
The data from 25th.
25th. Yes, that's correct. You say why not to 27th, but 25th? I'll tell you how. So let's say that 10 days we're talking about, okay? From 3rd of June, previous 10 days we're talking about. So 3rd June का जो है अब तक तो हुआ नहीं है. So which is the latest we have? We have 2nd June. We have 1st June. Then we have 31st of May. And so on. 30th May. 29. 28. 27. 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 26, 25th, and 24. Clear to everyone, guys? Is this clear that how the backup is being captured when I say 10 days? तो 10 days का क्या मतलब होता है? Is this picture clear to you? Because if you don't understand backup, guys, properly, you will not understand many concepts. So backup is very important, and I can't even say, unfortunately, that okay, ठीक है चल जाएगा backup को बस रट लो. That is not the case. You will have to understand the topic, guys. Yes, so is it clear to everyone? What do I mean by 10 days? If I say 10 days का backup हो रहा है, so this is how it looks like. 10 days का backup इस तरह से आपके पास होगा. Yes, guys. Anyone who's not getting it, please raise your hand. Please raise the question. Let me know. Because once I finish this topic, guys, it will be difficult for me to do the repetition. It will be difficult for you to understand. So now, if I say that, okay, I'll come to that later. First, let's clear this one. Okay. I had a file. First thing, I need to know when was the file created. Okay, I'm telling you that I deleted this on 26th of May, 9 AM. But when was the file created? That is also very important question, guys. Why? Because if I'm saying that 26th of May, okay, 26th of May, 9 AM, I deleted the file. Now you're saying it will be there in 25th May. Is this clear to everyone now? That why is it not there on 27th? And why is it there on 25th backup? 26th के बैकअप में भी नहीं होगा. क्यों नहीं होगा? Because 25th का बैकअप कितने बजे? What time do you see here, guys?
5:30 p.m.
5:30. मैंने कितने
5:30
बजे डिलीट कर दिया इसको? 9 AM.
सुबह 9.
Right. So जब तक वो 5 o'clock तक इसका बैकअप ले रहा है, वो फाइल उसमें से चली गई है. Right. So I am saying that it will be there in 25th May's backup. यहाँ पर होना चाहिए जो 5:30 बजे है, which is correct answer. यहाँ पर जो आपका 5:30 बजे बैकअप लिया गया है, इसमें होना चाहिए. इसमें एक छोटा सा एक्सेप्शन है बस. I hope that clears your mind. So 5:30 PM backup, which happened, that should have that file if it is an old file. But what if I created that file at 7 PM and it got deleted at 9 AM? Is there any way I can recover that data? I created that file on 25th of May, 7 p.m. It was important file, but got deleted on 26th of May, 9 a.m. I mean, on 26th of May, guys, I was really working hard and I extended my hours. I was working till late night. At 8 o'clock, at 7 o'clock, I started working on new project. I was working till 9 or 11 p.m. I worked on that file and I had to just submit it. But unfortunately, 26th of May, 9 a.m., I deleted the file and I do not have any soft delete option here. I just deleted it, shift delete. It was a shift delete from my machine directly. So is there any way, looking at the current backup, I'm not asking about the workaround or nothing, looking at the current backup policy, is there any way that you guys can restore the data?
No.
No, right? But if this file was created before this, maybe I'm saying, यार मैंने इसको 25th को सुबह सुबह ही बना लिया था, ठीक है? Then where will it be? Yeah, either I created it 24 or any time before 25th, anytime before 25th 5:30. I have already created that file. So in which backup will I find that file now? I deleted that on 26th May 9 a.m. So where will I find the file?
25th.
25th, right? 24th में भी मिल जाएगा, उसमें भी मिलेगा, but latest वाला कौन सा होगा?
25th.
Right, right. Is it clear, guys, now that how it works?
Yes, bye.
Okay, let me give you one more example now, one more question for you guys. Okay, similarly, that I had a file which I created maybe on 18th or something, 18th of May I'm talking about, okay? And I deleted that on 23rd of May. I created that file on 18th of May, or it doesn't matter when I created it. It's an old file, okay? Not making it too complicated. It's an old file, whatever it is. I deleted that on 20th of 23 of May, 23rd of May. I deleted one file. I don't even remember what time. Can you guys recover this file for me? Look at the policy very carefully, guys, and then answer.
Yes, we can because we have rotation weekly blackout point also.
Yes, you can able to do it because in policy, you have a one policy for a 12 week.
But which backup it is saving? 12 week वाला कौन से policy save कर रहा है? कौन सा backup save कर रहा है? Daily वाले backup save कर रहा है? 12 week चल?
On a Sunday
Weekly, right?
Sunday.
Right. Both answers are correct, guys. That was just to cross question. Both answers are correct. So I hope this is clear, right? Why? Because Sunday को जो भी backup होता है ना, बाकी सारे बैकअप तो मैं 10 दिन रख रहा हूँ, लेकिन संडे को जो भी बैकअप होता है उसको मैं 12 वीक्स तक रखता हूँ. उस एक बैकअप को उठा के मैं 12 वीक्स तक रखता हूँ. So if you guys are saying that you deleted something on 23, which is an old file, you created long back. 23 को delete किया है, मतलब जो 21st जो संडे था उसका जो बैकअप है उसकी मेरे पास कॉपी होगी. 14th को एक संडे था उसका बैकअप की कॉपी होगी. 7th को एक संडे था उसकी बैकअप की कॉपी होगी. इस तरह से 12 वीक तक मैं पीछे जाऊंगा ना, तो उन सब में एक एक कॉपी उस डॉक्यूमेंट की डेफिनेटली होगी. बट आई विल कंसिडर अगेन 21st. क्यों?
Latest
one, right? In this case I can restore it from 14 also, 7 also. पिछले 12 संडे तक के वो मेरे पास हो गए. बट 21st इज द लेटेस्ट वन. जितना भी अपडेट वगैरह कुछ होगा, 21st के बाद अगर कोई इसमें ये किया है, 21st के बाद 24th तक कुछ भी इसमें चेंजेस किए, then that is gone. Clear, guys? That before deleting I made some changes, that is gone. Whatever you had created till 21st, it will be there. Yes, guys, is it clear? Anyone has any doubt? Okay, if it is clear, guys, then this completes our backup topic. Now we're going to talk about disaster recovery, or you can call it DR or BCP, business continuity plan, or site recovery or BCDR. There are plenty of names, but all of them mean this ASR or site recovery, Azure site recovery. Okay, and
So
this
Arvind,
is the base of
hello.
your migration also. Yes, Hussein.
Yeah, I had a question like before we move to ASR. Like we saw the backup for we saw the practical for backing up a VM, but
Hmm.
what about the storage account blobs and storage account blobs ultimately and tables?
For storage account, you won't be using this one. You already have when you go to storage, you already have this, right? GRS. It is replicating. It is taking your backup. It is as good as your backup when you do the replication. Under backup also, what is happening? बैकअप भी जो है आपके स्टोरेज अकाउंट में ही आपका डेटा सेव कर रहा है, राइट? यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट? स्टोरेज के लिए आपको अलग से करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, बिकॉज स्टोरेज में आपके पास ऑलरेडी है यहाँ पर. व्हेन यू डू दिस, इसमें कोई इश्यू हो जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, आपके पास डेटा है यहाँ पर. गॉट इट?
Right,
Okay,
but what
less
about
than
the
minute,
like
less than a minute is
blobs?
left. Let's start this once we rejoin the session. We'll take a break of 5 minutes, and we'll address the question once we come back.